Hey there. I decided to throw together a quick video to let you watch me try to build a back-end software package for my business using AI. Now, if you're a business owner or a aspiring business owner, you've probably been looking at this AI stuff and trying to figure out what's actually possible. You're probably watching videos. I've watched a ton of videos on YouTube about this, and they're all very polished and tech-savvy kids that are building some really incredible things. But I kept wondering if somebody like me could do that. And so for the last 2 months, I've been playing with it, and I just kept saying, well, the AI is just not quite there yet. But hey, I think maybe it is now. So I'm going to let you watch me. 10, 15 minutes, I don't know. You can see my workflow. You can see how I'm doing it. And you can see if it's going to work for you. If you like this video, then go ahead and like my page or like my channel here and subscribe. And then I'll be able to, well, make some more videos like this if you want to see a real person using real AI to solve a real problem for a business owner. I'm going to be using Lovable.dev, which is a vibe coding AI, and I'm also using Claude. Both of these are paid accounts, so I have more credits, and I can use the most advanced public version of the AI on both of these. I've been working on this project for about, I don't know, 4 hours now, maybe 5 hours. And I've made some progress, but I'm going to let you see how I do it. What I've done is I first educated Claude on my system and what I needed the new system to do. And then I'm using Claude to help me make more, I don't know, efficient prompts for Lovable. And it's really been working pretty well. Let me tell you a little bit about the software that we're trying to build. I run a mail delivery service. I have for the last 20 years. About 15 years ago, I paid developers to make me a Microsoft Access software package that I use to run my entire business. It manages my recipes, it manages my ingredients, it manages my customers, it makes production reports, it makes shopping lists, it makes financial reports. It's big. Over the years, I've paid a couple developers to go in and make some modifications to it, and it's always more expensive than I want it to be because, well, I'm cheap. But a couple of years ago, I started thinking that it was time to get off of Access and make a web-based platform for my business. The business is my family's largest income stream. We have quite a few income streams, but the mail delivery service is the one that pays most of the bills, and seems like we should have invested in a better solution and probably save us a bunch of time. But I got quotes between $4,000 and $14,000, so I didn't do it. A couple months ago, I started wondering if the AI was there, so somebody like myself, and I do have an engineering background, but I haven't worked as an engineer for 30 years, and I did program back when I was a kid, but well, most of those programming languages are gone, but I do have a basic understanding of how programming works, so that's an advantage that I might have. But a few days ago, I tried Lovable, which is a vibe coding platform, and it did some pretty cool things. So with this tech stack I have, I think it's actually plausible. The second reason that I'm making this video is because Lovable has a referral program. If you sign up for a free Lovable account using my link, which is down below, I get 10 credits, which is going to save me, what, $2.50. So please, go play with it. Sign up for the free deal, use my link. I need it. If you pay for the monthly Lovable account, which is 25 bucks right now, and right now it gives me 100 credits a month, then I get 100 credits. So please, if you're going to play with this with a $25 account, use my link below. You're going to save me some money when I'm making this app. Okay, I'm not going to waste any more time. Let's turn this camera around and you can watch me work. Okay, here we go. This is the app that I've been working on. This is a preview of it. It's actually running in my Chrome browser here. It has recipes is all we're working on right now. I add the recipes. It's got some pretty cool features already. This is kind of based on my legacy software package. In the ingredients, I think this is kind of cool. One leader of, just type it like that. I can put prep notes here. I can grab and trade things. I can have subsections, so I can have sauce. If I decide that I would rather have this in the sauce portion of the recipe, I can drag it down there. I have cooking instructions. We offer specialized diets, and I can let the system know whether it's available for that. And then there is reheating and variance down here, because that's the way our business works, and it loads that up. And all of this has been done with AI through Lovable. Now, over here, I have Claude running. Last time I worked on it, it gave me some prompts. I ran those prompts, and then I was getting ready to tell it what happened. So you can see that I have a screenshot of what the app looks like over there. And I'd say it's getting there. It missed the trash can icon in the ingredient header. I realized I was wrong there. So I think this is all I'm going to tell it that I want fixed this time. So what that means is right here, I had this header on the new subsections, and it has a trash can icon. This didn't have a header before, but I liked the way that header looked. But the trash can's not there. I don't like that it says ingredient. So what I'm going to do is jump back over here to Claude. And it says it missed the trash can icon in the ingredient header. Also, I don't really like that the section is called ingredients, and the header right under it says ingredients. I think the ingredients okay, one of the cool things is I didn't have to spell right. So if I have a typo, I usually just avoid it or ignore it because it'll know what I'm talking about. I think the ingredients text in the header can go away unless you have a better suggestion for what that text could be. Okay, then I just hit enter. And it's going to think about this for a second. And the reason I'm doing this is I think it can give me better prompts than I could do myself, which just makes the Lovable way more efficient, so I don't use as many credits. Okay, so it gave me a prompt. Prompt has two sections. It says in the ungrouped ingredient section, under header, the top container labeled ingredients, remove the trash can icon from under this header entirely. The ungrouped section cannot be deleted. Oh, okay, see, I think it misunderstood me. I'm going to tell it, I think the trash can icon in the new section tells the user that the red X will delete an ingredient. I want the trash can to stay, and I want it added to the ungrouped section header. And the second one, it says remove the ingredients label text from the header, leave the right side showing just the item count. The header bar itself should remain in the visual container to match the style of the name section below. Okay, so I'm going to correct that um, prompt. Honestly, if I wasn't recording this video, I probably wouldn't have read that prompt. I wonder how many times it's misunderstood me, and that's the reason that I had some problems. Okay, so now it says add the trash can icon to the ungrouped ingredients header. Okay, so there's a little copy button here. I'm just going to go ahead and copy that, and see, I'm already skipping reading the rest of it, but that's my workflow, and I said I was going to be honest here. So I jump over here. Here's the actual Lovable work panel. Over here on this side, you can see where I've been talking to it, and over here, it's actually building the thing. So I'm just going to paste that into there, and I hit this little up arrow to start it working, and Lovable starts thinking here. It's gonna, well, you can read that, I hope. At this time, I usually take a drink of coffee, jump over and work on something else for a few moments. This is really pretty fast. It's usually a few minutes for a simple fix like this. If it's a big section, then it's going to take longer. But I don't have to code to be able to do this at all, which is pretty amazing. I really think that we're going to be able to get this thing done and save me thousands and thousands of dollars, especially if you sign up for Lovable using my link below and get me some free credits. That would really help me out, guys. Help me out. I need a little help. Okay, so it says it has added the icon. And so I'm going to go over here, say add my first recipe, and let's scroll down. Yay, there's the trash can icon. So I got it. I add a section. I'm going to say sauce. One cup soy sauce. Nice. 1 pound chicken breast. Boneless, skinless. Let's say oven baked and diced. Okay, so I'm still just editing this whole thing. I think I would rather see more of the ingredient and less of the preparation notes. I wonder if I can make this field any smaller. Oh no, there's some pretty long ones. Yeah, no, I can't make that any smaller. Okay, we're going to keep that the way it is. But I do want to make the ingredient field a little wider and the prep notes a little narrower. And I also think that the cooking directions, I really like this drag and drop feature on the ingredients. I think what I want here is to make this individual rows and have them numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, and I can just add additional ones if I need it. I think it reloaded because I hit my touchpad over here on the computer. So I tell you what, let's work on that cooking directions. I think that may be a little more interesting. So I'm going to jump over here to Claude, and I'm going to say, in the cooking directions area, I would like it to have drag and drop rows like found in the ingredients section. I want the cooking instruction rows to be numbered and have those numbers change if I reorder them. I want each row to have, to be tall enough for 3 lines of text. Later, I expect we'll use, now, I started to tell it later. We'll use that to make production reports. So we have the cooking instructions right there with the recipe, with the consolidated recipe, with the total number of servings ordered. But I don't think it needs that information now, and I think it's smart enough to figure it out. So let's go ahead and hit enter there and let Claude think about this and see what prompt it thinks I should use. It says it loves this. I've told my Claude to not be a yes man and not be afraid to be a contrarian, but it still thinks I'm pretty brilliant, just like all the AIs do. It's one of the things I wish that I could really change about the AI. But I think as I learn more about using it, I'll get better about making it act the way I want it to. Okay, so it gives me this prompt. It's broke down into 8 different steps here. It seems to be the way that it makes these prompts that works best. And, you know, even though it messed up the last one, I'm just going to skim this real quick. I don't see anything in here that I think is terribly wrong. It's remembered from the previous section, the ingredient section, that I told it to ignore empty rows, and did the same thing here. Okay, then it tells it's going to save it to Supabase, which is the data storage platform that is integrated with Lovable. Okay, so I copied that, and we're jumping back over here to my Chrome where I have Lovable open. I'm going to hit Control V to paste that and go ahead and let it work. Now this is a bigger project or a bigger ask, and so I think this is going to take a few minutes. While it's working, let me show you a few other things you might think is interesting. Here's my family business website. It's mealslikemagic.com if you want to see it. And I just have it open over here because I was referencing some stuff on it. But there's that. Oh, okay. So it's going to modify the database, and it has some script that needs to run over there on Supabase, and I have it set to ask me each time before it does stuff. I'm going to just say allow and let it go ahead and do that. So it's going to start modifying the database. It tells me up here what it's doing. Now it's reviewing the data integrity checks. So why it works, let's jump over here. This is my Microsoft Access. This is my existing software. And I have the tables open here on the side because I've been importing and exporting stuff out of here. But it has all of my recipes in it. There's like 3,000 recipes in here. I didn't import all these recipes into the new system because some of them really need to go away. I've been using this thing for 15 years, and so at different times I've got a wild hair and decided that I wanted to modify a recipe, and now I have dead recipes in here that really need to be deleted. So I'm just going to import them one at a time as I'm putting them on the menu for the week, and I'll clean up my database as I'm working. Okay, and it's still working. It's creating the recipe section components. It's integrated those steps into the recipe edit page, which is building as well. But it hasn't made that public. I mean public as in that it hasn't bothered me with it yet, because it knows that we're going to head there next. That's AI is getting pretty darn smart. While it's doing this, let me jump over to ingredients so you can see I imported these ingredients from my legacy system, the Microsoft Access. You can see that it has a group. I'm going to change that so it says store location, because when I print the shopping list, it sorts by store location. So all of the grains and beans are together, and stuff like that. All the spices are together, which just makes shopping go a lot faster. It's still working over here. I'm going to jump back over to recipes. Okay, so it's loading a preview. It says it added recipe steps to the UI. UI is user interface. It's loading the preview right now. Okay, so here's my cooking directions. It learned from what I had done in ingredients, and it got it pretty darn close. I had it start with some open ingredient spots, rows, which I like. It started here with some open ingredient rows. I can change the order of those. So here, if I say cooked chicken, the tab moves me forward. I like that. Diced chicken. I honestly wouldn't make these directions this detailed or this broken up, but I'm just practicing now. Plain testing. Okay, it does change the order of them. That works. Okay, the only thing that I don't like about this is it doesn't have that header from the ingredients there. I'm going to jump back over here. Oops. Back to Claude. It says it worked. But the header section from the ingredients section, it'll figure out what I'm talking about, isn't on the cooking instruction section. I want it there just like on the ingredients section, including the trash can. Okay, I want to jump back over and glance one more time and see if there's anything else in this cooking section cooking directions that I want to change, and I really don't think so. The X deletes are there. So let's just go ahead and hit enter. And I tell you what, after I finish this one, I think I'm going to go ahead and stop this video because you got to be bored by now. But leave me a comment, and if you want to see more videos like this and see updates on how I'm doing and if I'm actually going to get this thing built or not. Once again, didn't even read it. I'll skim it over here. Okay, it expanded on it a little bit. Show a step count. This one should be pretty fast. So anyway, I'm going to turn this video off here in a minute. Please don't forget to jump over there using my link and at least sign up for a free Lovable account so you can play with it a little bit. And I need those 10 credits so I can save my money because I'm cheap. I'd rather invest it in the stock market than use it here. And if you're going to end up paying for a monthly subscription, please, 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 please use my link because I want those 100 credits. It basically saves me a month's worth of money. I'm thinking about doing another video where I show you the back end to show you how many credits are being used and some of the templates and stuff they have available. And so I don't know, if you're interested in that, go ahead and let me know. I've spent a decent amount of time playing around with this. I am not an expert. I'm sure you can find some experts, but sometimes it's nice to watch somebody like yourself doing something like this, I think. So it has, well, it done it while we were watching. I now have the header. It put the cooking instructions in there again. Now the next thing I'm going to do is tell it to take this ingredients out here and to take these cooking steps out here. Or maybe I'll just have it say steps. Anyway, so you can see how it works. I think it's really going to work. If you have any questions, let me know. If you're not on my email list, then you found this video by yourself, and I'm a little shocked because not very many people find my videos here. There will be a link to my email list on here too, down in the notes. And you're welcome to join me there, and I will drop you an email if I decide to do another video like this. Hope you found this interesting, and thank you very much. Good luck in your entrepreneurial spirit, and I hope you're making a shit ton of money. Bye now. Hey there. Well, I just finished watching that video, and my gosh, that's boring. Well, I was just curious if anybody actually made it to the end of this video. If you did, please just take a quick second, drop me a comment down below, because my gosh, that was boring. Bye now.